We're talking about the ConnectWise Business Suite Cloud Console. Okay, it's a new product that we're launching because we want to help our partners expand their business and grow a very profitable cloud service practice area. Okay, so we've helped our partners go from break-fix practice areas to building out their managed service practice areas, and now their cloud servicing or cloud service providing service area. And we're doing it out of the Cloud Console. So let's take a look at what the reality of the cloud has become. So we brought this concept to the modern office. The modern office, this is what our partners are supporting. They're supporting this office of all these different departments, and they're using all this on-premise software and hardware, but things are starting to move, okay, and change. And this cloud computing movement is showing the reality of what's happened. Now, in the past, we've said, yeah, all these servers are going to move to the cloud and all this cloud movement, and it never really happened. But now it is, because of Microsoft is moving Office 365. It's that first big application to make the move, and it's going to happen whether they want it to or not. And you can either get out in front of this thing with Cloud Console and be proactive about it, or they can wait for it to happen to them and it won't be so successful, or it'll just pass them by. So we're seeing them, one app at a time. So let's take a look at, you see that user that you're providing service to in the modern office, and they're showing, it's one application, right? Another application in the cloud, another application in the cloud, another one, and that's just one user. All these apps are using in the cloud. Now, imagine all the users you're providing support to and all the different applications they're managing in the cloud. This becomes really difficult to handle. Okay, so at ConnectWise, we're going to help bring this all together, okay, centralize it all on the ConnectWise Cloud Console. Okay, so you can manage all of the customer's clouds, applications, cloud services from one location. What is it that exactly that it does for them? Gives them the ability to manage the cloud, so they can go out, manage the account from adding new users, taking away users, changing any licensing. And right now, again, we are talking about Office 365. Okay, it does all of that. I can delete a user, set up some mail forwarding rules, change passwords, change the attributes of the person, if they need a name change or whatever. I'm managing the account. Okay, this is what customers are expecting out of someone that's already giving them their IT work. If you're giving me Office 365 as a cloud service provider, I need to provide this service as well. Okay, growing this practice area and then monitoring the cloud, giving them that same proactive control that they had when the equipment was on premise, the same now as it's in the cloud. Because again, Microsoft is doing that first move. Those apps are moving. That's going to take away a lot of what they're managing there. The Exchange servers, the file servers, the web servers, all that stuff. SharePoint, OneDrive, this stuff is all going up there. Now they need to monitor it, be proactive. It does that. It watches the licensing, watches the activity, it watches the Microsoft services and alerts them, so they can be proactive. They can call that customer and tell them their mailbox is full or that the service is offline, and they're monitoring it. And then billing the cloud. This is one of the biggest benefits of the Cloud Console. In this CSP world that Microsoft has built, the partner is on the hook to do that billing. Okay, and there's very thin margins to be made in Office 365, so you don't want a massive an admin overhead being used on billing. It could take, we've seen on average partners spending, about 8 hours, 5 to 8 hours. It's right around in that range, 5 to 8 hours a month, and that can be very timely. And as you add more users, that number is only going to go up. So this tool automates that. We're automating it so we're allowing them to capture as much of the profit of the license as possible. Okay, so they're not wasting it in admin. So it does all that. Now, how are they going to get it? It's available right now for free in a beta program. They can go out to connectwise.com/cloud console. sign up and get instructions on how to start using it. And it will go to general release with ConnectWise version 2016.2, where it'll be in full release, and they'll be able to trial it at that time.